I want to get you guys even more kind of on point here, as we were able to give you a bit of a player profile here, as the quarterbacks are pretty good in this matchup, and we want to show you who we're talking about. Again, you've already brought up Judd Novak for Manheim Central, and on the other side, Jack Reed also having a pretty good season. You can see Reed is throwing for the second most passing yards in the LL this season. He's fifth in touchdowns with 10. Novak's fourth in passing yards, but he's third, tied for third with those 11 touchdowns. So Eric, why don't you go ahead and kind of tell us how you feel about this matchup? It's real juicy, week 6.
But, you look at these quarterbacks and talking to Coach Locker, he was very impressed with Jack Reed, knowing coming up through the system that this kid was going to be a good quarterback. Throw on top of that, he had one returning receiver that had a catch last year, and that was Cooper Eckert. And those two have teamed up to make quite a combination. But Ryan Fink has stepped up, so now he's got a second option as well. You look at Judd Novak. Novak last year, he and Owen Sensenig were quite the combination. But I think the thing that where Novak has elevated his game, there was a game earlier in the season, he threw to 9 different receivers. So that tells me how much he has matured as a quarterback. And when he goes back to throw, he is going through his progressions. And if Sensenig, where the number 1 isn't there, he's going to number 2. If number 2's not there, he's finding number 3. And he's spreading the ball around. Well, the more you do that, the more you're going to keep that secondary on their heels, not knowing which direction he's going to throw.
Besides the quarterback guys, I think we've got to look at the running backs as well. I don't know if you saw, but in the LL stats, 4 of the 5 top rushers in the Lancaster Lebanon League come from our area. Andre Weidman, of course, is number 1, but at number 3, it's Christian Royer, just short of 500 yards, rushing 7 touchdowns, and Justin Heffernan, 462 and 5 touchdowns. So not only are we having a lot of fast strike offenses with both teams' passing attacks, guys, but we've got to look at the ground game as well. And when you look at the advantage, I've got to give it to Manheim Central just because they're a more balanced running team and passing team.